Ladies and gentlemen, as we said in the last video here,
the contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Dirty Dogs from Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 218
oh my
pounds.
goodness, it's his opponent. Oh no. Braun Breaker not messing around whatsoever. It's like it was meant to be. Ladies and gentlemen, we're underway with match number 11 in the Champion of Champions tournament, and in a match that should look very familiar for anyone who is following the product of NXT today, as we have Braun Breaker taking on Dolph Ziggler. And Braun Breaker not wasting any time to make an impact in just taking out the former NXT and World Heavyweight Champion. Oh, Frankensteiner, but it's countered. Oh, the power. Oh, a nasty powerbomb of his own by Ziggler on the floor. Another clothesline. These men need to get in the ring. There we go. And once again, Braun Breaker trying for that Frankensteiner. Even though he got the jump on Ziggler, it's still way too early. And now Ziggler with a nasty suplex onto the ropes, but Breaker coming right back, went for that choke takedown again, and Ziggler trying to use his quickness as much as he can now. He knows he's in for a fight here tonight, and man, any time Braun Breaker seems to be going for a big maneuver now, Ziggler has it very well scouted. And Ziggler showing that he's not one to be taken lightly either. We saw what happened when Walter took his Dirty Dogs partner Robert Roode much less seriously than he should have. Could the same be said for Braun Breaker here, as he is already in a negative sort of way in this matchup, as Ziggler has just taken the fight to Braun Breaker since he's come out here, and going for the camel clutch immediately, looking for a submission, as he knows the torso of Braun Breaker has been softened up in a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. It's time for Braun Breaker to start getting that momentum back on his side. And oh my goodness! I've never seen Braun Breaker go for a moonsault before, and maybe he shouldn't ever again after the outcome of that one. He needs to stick to those powerful grabs, those suplexes. I'm sure his father and his uncle have taught him well. It's time for him to show that Steiner name and determination. And here he surely is now, as he has got Ziggler up high. Keep it counting, people. What a show of power by Breaker. A nasty Steiner line. This is exactly what Breaker needs to do. Get that momentum back on his side, and a nasty spear. And, oh, he's going for the Steiner recliner. There it is. He's got it locked in on Ziggler. I'm not sure if he's been softened up enough, though. Ziggler's trying to fight his way out of it. I can't even tell if Breaker's actually got it locked in. He just seems to be pulling at the cheeks and eyes of Ziggler. But he fights right back with a drop kick and a nasty super kick. And now Breaker's back in trouble, but he's fighting back. But Ziggler, once again, he knows how devastating it was when Breaker got that momentum back on his side. He wore down Ziggler, and Ziggler could be going for the big ending here. Oh, but he's caught off the crossbody. Nice. World's strongest slam. And yep, this is what Breaker needs to do. He needs to keep that distance with Ziggler close, and I I told him he should not go for that moonsault again. The man needs to listen, but just a devastating slap and spinebuster combination there. And now, oh, look at this. We're going old school Calgary Crab. And Ziggler, could he be looking for a tap? Nope. Braun Breaker deciding discretion was the better part of valor, but he tried to go for the recliner again. Maybe he should have kept that Calgary Crab locked in. As now Ziggler tuning up the band. Could this be enough to put out Breaker? One super kick certainly wouldn't be enough, but Breaker dodge. Into the corner goes Ziggler. Oh no, now he's got him on the top rope. Oh, but Ziggler once again countering. He could have been going for that top rope Frankensteiner. Both these men now doing their best to avoid the other's big maneuver. And once again, Breaker trying to go for that recliner. I'm sure maybe he should go for something else. He went for it once, it didn't get the job done, and then when he went for it a second time, Ziggler countered. So Ziggler may have that move scouted now. Don't let Ziggler fool you. He was a very accomplished amateur wrestler back in his day. And lovely dodge there from the punches. There we go. Using that amateur wrestling ability to his advantage. And oh, what a devastating maneuver there by Ziggler. However, he is on the outside. This is not going to do him any good. The only thing it could do is wear down Breaker. It certainly would not get him a win, and Breaker knows he had to get out of that maneuver as soon as he possibly can before the devastating effects took hold. And speaking of devastating, those steel steps are certainly unforgiving. They do not discriminate. They do not care who you are or what you do. They are just going to be there to hurt. And, well, I guess also, of course, help you step up into the ring. But, I mean, you could also roll. You could also just climb on the apron. You don't necessarily need the steps there. Belly to belly again. Those have certainly been Breaker's. What is Breaker doing here? Just okay. I mean, you could have. Oh no! He's got him up for the military press and the power slam. Maybe Breaker knew what he was doing after all. He got it. Boy, like I said, I really had to question the strategy of Braun Breaker not throwing Ziggler back into the ring. We still need to fire this cameraman who, for some reason, thinks putting a camera in the rafters is the best way to get an angle.
Here is your winner, Brewer.
Really? Brown Brewer? Really? They don't have Braun as a name to give this man. These ring announcers and these cameramen, man, if we can't fire them, we certainly need to cut their salary. But another match down in the tournament. Breaker has joined the second round of competitors, and we've got one more match in the tournament today here. There's another treat for you, as we're going to have a clash of generations in our next match. But who exactly are the generations going to be that are clashing? Well, you'll have to tune into the next match to find out, and that will be coming up once again after this brief intermission.